Welcome back. After yesterday's crashing, I've returned. The bright side, I hope that it won't be crashing anymore. If it does stop crashing, hooray! If it doesn't, well, don't worry. You see, I got a plan. Which is, I'm just not gonna worry about it. And we got this to do. Just a second. Great. I'm just gonna fast travel to that location. That way the crash doesn't happen again. They're gonna fast travel an inch of difference. But that far. Hey, okay.
Odd. I can never remember what the tracks look like after.
The game is breaking down. It's ripping itself apart. This is concerning. Let's see. First one is surely not fully trapped by explosives. Why can't I get a multi-tool? You know what? I can take it. Oh, it didn't explode. Hooray!
Good? Oh, lucky you. Joy works for you. You're here. I know you're here.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Feed me.
I'm right here.
Don't eat it. Ah!
Knock down
We'll laugh about this
all of
later.
you. Alright, my fists do more damage. Wait. What? No chance to break. Oh, cool, I can break weapons. Hello, Prime. We're gathering records. Bunch of names. Alright, another dick shot. They're down here. No, they are not.
Ain't it past your bedtime?
He's stupid being out after dark. Better get your purse.
Someone's been sleeping in my
my bed.
Ain't it past your bedtime?
Better get indoors.
I have no idea what they're talking about me sneaking in. Also, I realized, Prime, we have a lot of skill points to use.
Better
We
get
have
indoors.
40 skill points.
It's stupid being out after dark.
Well, sir. You gonna go to bed?
Bobby's, it's after dark.
Go home and go to bed.
Better get indoors.
Sirs,
Mind the Bobbies, it's after dark.
I think we're stuck.
Christ almighty!
Okay, that's it.
No one would be on this
Ah, you lost the opening.
Go home and go to bed.
Don't think I won't sneak you out.
See you, dweebs.
Oh dear.
Recognize the extract from car. Ha! Yeah, we got 48 skill points we should probably use. If you're interested, Prime. Got all these. If any of these look interesting to you, Prime. What does artisan have anyway? Unremarkable, can hide inside, may go on bench, and this side. Oh, well. First things first, if I'm gonna pick tank. Definitely need to take less of that. Throwables are pointless to me. More bleeding. Let's see. Reduce visibility at night, that could be useful. Want the chain sweep. Man, I don't need to carry bodies faster. We're a new man. A new, more violent man. With a very pointy stick. Only fools will come at us now.
You're rubbish at hiding, though. Stay on the way. Unsprungen.
Leave us alone.
Just
Hey, dude, wanna go to sleep? Hey, we weren't immediately knocked down to pretty much dead now.
This is a way to dispose of.
I'm saying right here, and if you,
Do I get a prize?
lady, I don't want to kill you. I oddly enough don't want her to come to harm. I mean, the pod looks a cute idea. Bad. No play.
Save the bit for the next minute. Look, I don't even want to be here.
Hey, Arthur, here. Now everything will be better.
I wish I could. Sorry to bother.
Arthur will never have another problem. Never again.
You won't.
Poke. Ow. Poke.
Where did the guy used to run 100? Why are we doing this to each other?
See, everything is copacetic.
We figure out what they wanted. Do it before they... Your females!
You did it, didn't you?
Wait, I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, it doesn't kill you.
What was that? Mark of the beast!
Come for me. If you dare.
What if the entire world was made only of tiny, tiny triangles? How would I even know?
Are you talking about pixels? Polygons? Is that right? Heck, maybe ours is made of triangles.
Please listen to a personal message for our prudent friend. There was no rabbit in the hat. There was no rabbit in the hat.
Ah. Really?
How nice of you to drop by. It's a bit of
I
stone
hope you like
soup, I'm afraid.
this sort of thing.
Oh, that looks tasty.
This is for you.
Oh, that looks tasty. That.
Here. I want you to have
Oh,
this.
that looks tasty. Thanks.
Would you like this?
Oh, that looks tasty. Thanks.
You want to play hide and seek? I love it.
There must be a way to...
was that? Who's there? Who's there? What was that?
What do you watch a movie based on Hannibal? And Sciop. What is that second thing? Hannibal and Scipio? Did I pronounce that? Well, I feel like I know of Hannibal. It's my guess. I have a guess on what Hannibal is. Scipio. Okay. So I had the idea of the pronunciation right. Well, the only Hannibal that comes to mind is Hannibal Hamlin. If it was that type of Hannibal, sure. Can you give me a rundown of the two, and I can give you a better answer?
I feel oddly guilty for not buying a ticket.
Hannibal. The Circle Hannibal, Carcinian General who almost okay. So already sounding pretty cool. So General who almost took Rome, pretty big feat. Sounding promising. Do you think I have enough pans, by the way? I never am sure that I have enough pans. Scipio was the guy who took the fight to him. So it would basically be a movie based upon how the twos fight. A movie based upon Hannibal leading the fight and stuff and almost taking Rome, and then Scipio being like, "Aha! I'm gonna fight you now." If that's the case, actually sounds like a decent movie. I'd probably check it out. Give it at least a watch once. Yeah, it sounds like a very interesting movie. If that's what you're proposing, yeah, I'd at least give it a watch through once. Depending on how the fight choreography is, I think it could either be a very successful movie or a movie that doesn't do too good. It would definitely be a niche type movie. Like, not every single person in the world is gonna be like, I want to watch that. But I think if done right, definitely, like, there would be people who'd be like, I want to watch Hamlin. And its conquests. Hannibal, I mean.
Maybe I should sit down for a bit.
I'm glad to hear that you think that I have enough pants.
Take your joy immediately.
Never will take joy, my friend.
Take your
Never will.
joy immediately.
Yeah, while we wait, go to this big spot.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Quack, 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 quick, quick. Quick. I'm a berserker, my friend. I have the ability to break your stupid onion.
Black dog.
Fool.
Can't we just agree to disagree?
Where did I send that other guy to? Did I just send him to the Shadow Realm? I beat that man so hard with a frying pan, his soul evaporated. His very form just gone. Like, I didn't hallucinate that second guy I fought. Like, I fought two guys and one just atomized.
What have we come to?
Great job pointing at me, sir.
Drop that right now.
Who said that? Drop that right now. Oh, this game actually got some bugs. Oh, that is beautiful. I like the I think my favorite thing. So when you're out in the normal in the garden district and stuff, the pokey stick is great. But when you're facing like the bobbies who have a crap ton of health and are super tanky and stuff, just the ability to bash them with a pan and them just folding like an omelet. Oh, it's hilarious.
And that was the day that was.
Oh my, no wonder I'm so tired.
An unrobbed house.
I bet we off home.
Look at the time.
What's the time?
You could have one of the books.
I've been to market to buy a fat pig. Time to go home again. Jiggy jig.
I better get home before I fall asleep on this seat.
And that was the day that was.
I wonder what Uncle Jack's bedtime story is tonight.
Look, Temple's here.
Better get to bed.
I better see to my cooking. Hide your head in the sand. I don't care. Oh, goodness. There they are. Stop them! Help us! Help you!
Oh no.
Jump up!
Find out.
Hide forever. Only to help you feel better. Come on. Got you.
Come on, ring around the rosy, friends. Where am I? These AIs are great.
Hide your head in the sand. I don't care.
Wonder what the wife's got on the stove. I suppose I should go find out.
On the topic of AIs, who here is ready to embrace AI overlords if they ever appear? Me personally, as much as I love chaos, I gotta admit, they can't do much worse than the current people in power, so...
I better get home before
I mean, hey, if the AI overlords appear, I'm just gonna be like, well,
It's nothing
I've
personal.
gone from serving some kind of stupid CEO to serving an actually competent person. Great. Like, hopefully creativity gets to survive and, you know, creative expression, but, can't get much worse at this point. There's what I think why I enjoy laughing at everything. Yeah, it definitely depends on the AI overlord's conditions. Like, here's like one of my examples, like what I'm willing to go with. Like, if they're like, alright, you're gonna be human batteries, however, you're gonna live like your ideal life or something in some kind of like fabricated reality, I'll be like, could have been much worse. We could have been working and slaving away in sulfur mines. Just our brain activity is gonna somehow be used as a battery. I mean, I can live with that. I can live with getting matrixed. What about you, Prime? What would be your like make or break? Like, what conditions could you roll with?
Goodness gracious!
Lady, you need to get to sleep. Oh, we make the laws, but they're humane, and in exchange, we get rid of extreme human. Yeah.
You.
I mean, hey.
Do we really have
Preferably,
to do this?
yeah, the AIs get rid of human suffering, and if they're the ones who decide what is and isn't happening, and all of that, could turn out a lot worse. So, yeah. One thing I know would die off is like the entire thing of like CEOs who do nothing except for like go golfing or something. Those are the people who should really be scared, because the fact it's like AIs can't like capture the abstract soul of people, you know, like to an extent art will always survive because there's certain elements that just can't be recreated by AI. I think we all know like some examples, like an idea that is so unique that there's no way an AI would come up with it, you know, like creativity will still survive. Creatives will survive and be able to continue to produce things, and heck, they might actually become more valued by, like, be valued by the AI, that they'll be like, oh, well, we can only take in what we know. We can't, like, create, like, brand new amazing ideas out of nowhere. You know? Like, there's even a question of, like, why people think that creatives will go the way of the dinosaurs and stuff. Like, maybe the way creatives have to do things will be different, you know, like not as many creatives use an AI to make stuff. Probably those creatives ain't gonna last long. But like your artist or like your game dev, they'd probably just have to start working. They'd probably start working with AIs, but I mean, there are plenty of ideas that are very human and very unique to the human experience. If that makes sense. And yes, it exists. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, AI art and AI fiction, all that will exist. That's happening. But the thing is that it's never gonna, as you said, it doesn't capture the artistic intent. Like, I make videos, I make streams. Why do I do it? And AI is just like because algorithm or whatever. I make it based on algorithm. I make whatever I want, and I say because of the fact that I want to spread who I am and immortalize myself. Most important thing about a work of art is the author's intent. Yeah, the author's intent. I've never once, like, no, I won't say I've never once, like, I've occasionally found, like, AI art that I'm like, it's not bad, it's not the worst. Like, I've never been the biggest fan of it. Like, very little of it, like, feel like is good, and I think that the thing is that I don't feel like there's anything behind it. Like, like, so much is, like, living and vibrant in what is made. Like, the original characters, for example. You could make a generator of original characters. And while the Diamond Dozen emo, oh, I basically am God, Supreme Mark II Boogaloo, but I'm so dark and depressing and stuff, and edgy, and I'm so radical and cool. Diamond Dozen thing, that could probably be reproduced by AI, but like, the interesting, well thought, like, a lot of types of original character stuff wouldn't be able to be reproduced. Or, heck, like stories like when you're playing a tabletop game, the story is so vibrant because it's a bunch of like people's minds clashing and making something. It's an interesting situation, though, to be certain.
Try not to dream about trains.
Like, just wild to think about, I guess. Yeah, I don't think that AI is has to be as scary as people try to make it.
You might want to stitch that up, sir. Someone might take you for a downer.
Yeah, let me get in my boy suit. My favorite works of art is Diana by Renoir. Painting of her lover as Diana, and you can tell by how he painted her that he loves her. Yeah, that is. I'm gonna have to look that up later. Maybe figure out how to pop up a picture at this point. To be like, here's what I was talking about by this guy. But yeah, like
Afternoon.
stuff like that, not reproducible.
You
stuff
got
like,
them! Aren't you the
Oh, wait,
dog's bollocks? I promised you something good, didn't I? I know how fond
Yep.
you are of books.
Hooray!
Well, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
Say, you know the Mrs. Chippy statue in the park? My friend Sarah's mum made that. See now, her mum made a model first. Beautiful thing. Out of marble.
Oh,
Now,
it's a
yay
nude
high.
painting.
Sarah was supposed to get it when her
I'll
mum
just pop
passed,
up like the
but then her
name
aunt
and stuff
stole it.
then.
Can you
I'll
imagine?
leave a link to it in
Do you think you
the
could get that
description
for
of
her?
the VOD
Here's
of
the
this.
address.
But yeah, I gotta agree. Like, there's a certain Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where this quest will take me. Oh, that way. Yeah, I'm not saying show it on Twitch. In case you forgot, I have a VOD channel on YouTube for this stuff. But then when I'm processing it, I'll just
I hope I can convince the nice boys
either
to
pop
let
it
me
up
fix their
on
bridge.
the screen or have it.
I just want you to know that I appreciate what you do.
Like I'll have a I'll either pop one up or I'll just go ahead and pop it up on screen or like put it in the description. That way people can see what they're talking about. But in general, it's a very like there are a lot of things like that, which is why I feel like the real stuff that the real people who should be scared of, like, oh, what will AI do, are like your dime a dozen CEO or something, you know, like jobs that could easily be replaced by AIs. It would be, you know, like the average factory worker. You need like at least a handful of factory workers, because even if you replace everything with machines, you're gonna need people who can like help maintain the machines and stuff, you know, like robot. Or like even with the idea of AI, it's gonna be a while until we have super sophisticated like Terminator-esque or like Cyberlife or replicants or whatever. That's long and away from happening, like, but ironically it is being pioneered and spearheaded by a very provocative, let's say, industry. Like, you know what industry I'm talking about. Oddly enough, they're the ones who are like spearheading that stuff, but then again, who is surprised really? And that stuff always sells.
I don't think they've cleaned up since the First World War.
Like, I think there's a lot going on nowadays.
Mother of mercy! What was that?
Where is that room?
Yeah, I might be talking about kits. I forgot the name, but like, yeah, the hyper-realistic robots. Like, they exist. Yeah, the hyper-realistic prawn robots. They exist. And, like, that stuff was gonna happen one day.
You must take your joy immediately.
And I think that it's like, no surprise that stuff's being spearheaded by the prawn industry. Kind of like assumed by most of us, like, if anyone's gonna spearhead it, it's gonna be those guys. But like, even those are still like limited in what they can do, and I'm saying like, odds are that we don't end up like jobs that will be replaced first, probably gonna be like the manual laborers and stuff, you know. It's oddly enough harder to do manual labor jobs in a way than it is to do other things. The reason it's so effective is because their innate human desire for interaction, especially. Yeah. Prawn robots naturally gonna happen, and yeah, it's not like they need to do a lot of complex things, they just need to be able to analyze what humans want, the desires of humans, which we got a lot of them, and then be like, alright, I'm going to speak to you in a quote-unquote human way, and that way you feel like you're not alone. Like they can hold you or something. It's not like they have to do like fine motor functions. Anyway, what cake shall I make for Kitty's birthday? Perhaps a spice cake? She loves it, so not like my old kitty Sebastian, who wouldn't eat his cake, went into a hidey hole and didn't come out. Do I remember what happened to him? I must remember, or perhaps I mustn't. Perhaps he'll come home and he smells Kitty's cake. Every year I think he might. How funny he and Kitty share the same birthday. Not just prawn robots either, it's prawn GPT and stuff. Yeah, heck, there's I don't know if I can say what it is, but like, there's a prawn version of character AI that exists. Like, is it perfect? Not really. But it exists, and I'm like, wow. I'm not surprised.
There we go. A cat statue. Is this some kind of souvenir?
Like, in general, we just gotta...
There we go. A cat statue. Seems a bit light for marble.
Like, yeah, there's so much of stuff that's just like, it's gonna happen. But it's either to make prawn bots and prawn GPTs and... Question for you, what mythological creature would you date? Ooh, that's a good question. There's a lot of attractive mythological creatures. That's gonna be taken... I'm gonna be judged for that, but... There's a lot of options. Are we going off of, like, their actual styles, or, like, are we going off of, like, the, actualized versions of them? The corn prawn versions of them, where they don't have an innate tendency to, like, devour your soul, or maul you to death because you sneezed. Okay, loving and want to kill, and we're gonna assume, and like naturally we can't have like.
There we go, a cat statue.
Go where you wanted.
I think this is made out of wax.
Let's see. Options would be. Well, the obvious options people would say like a Naga or a sorry, not a Naga, a Lamia or a the Harpy and stuff. Things like Medusa, but the like a general Gorgon. That of Medusa specifically, because Medusa specifically had the stone curse thing. Some people would say succubus, but that's generally too easy. I think something like a djinn. Dajin or whatever they're called. Magical, powerful like a genie, but and like that relationship would be wild. Like, in a sense, assuming they love me, they don't want to just screw me over. They like want to have a fun relationship. In which case, wild times will forever be a part of my life, which I'm 100% down for. What about you, Brian? I'd say a Bavashi. Vun? Shit. What's that? And I hope I'm saying that right.
You just sit down and it's nothing. Oh, I should really water those.
Wavashi. Basically, Scottish vampire woman who can turn into crows and have red hair and green clothes. Ooh, sounds nice. Both would be pretty interesting being sedate.
Just be alright.
If I were to give a second option, I think it would be based upon an old joke of my family, which is a female Bigfoot, because of the fact that
it's easy.
Family loves to joke that I am one.
Sit down at your desk and open up a vein.
Ma'am, no, none of that. They invite lonely men who hunt to dance with them and then drink their blood. Huh. Interesting way of getting your stuff.
That's not his wife, is it?
Let's see if this thing will reveal something that I can't see. Is there a female version of Bigfoot?
You've got no business there. Clear off.
Solid marble and heavier than a bloody brick.
Sleep, lady. I mean, you'd think there would be. Night, night, old lady.
Something else? No.
Oh, there's no type of like female Bigfoot. That's interesting. You'd think there would be.
I see you. You're coming with me. Black dog. I won't have it.
Come up here, sir.
Say goodnight.
Throttled. That's right, get throttled.
That's not personal.
The Ek-ush-g are similar. They're aquatic horses who shapeshift to attract men. They bathe in the lake and invite women to join them. When they do, they pull them underwater and eat everything except their kidney. Why do they avoid the kidney? That is an interesting object to avoid. I've heard of many things being left behind by such creatures, but never a kidney. Oh, they don't like alcohol. I just caught. That's a clever joke. That's a good one.
And here we are. Yes, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in again tomorrow for more advice and news from our listeners and watchers. This is Jack Worthing saying cheerio, and on with your day. See you soon.
Go where you wanted.
Sorry, lady. I almost clobbered you.
What was that?
Night, lady.
I've always liked you, actually.
It's hard to tell. Yeah, these women are definitely stupid. I can't have more inventory. Only 3 times if you're overburdened. There's what a trip of a talk so far, but it is quite a bit to think about. Maybe I just take a few more mushrooms and just sit here. Something. The pink splatters kind of remind me of Danganronpa in the fact that I've never played the game, but I've seen a few of the punishments, and there's so much pink. Like, instead of being like, oh, we're gonna be age restricted because blood, they're like, nah, let's just have it be pink. And now it's all PG.
There we go, a cat statue.
Seems a bit light for marble.
What game at? Oh, Danganronpa is a trilogy. Never played it, but basically, it's a world where, what in the cat burglar, like all fake cats, great. That's super achievement. So in this game, you're the first one. You're stuck in a school. Everyone has like these super special skills called they're super good at certain things. They're called ultimates, and you've been trapped in the school, and it's now killing game. Basically, you're being told you gotta kill each other, and then whoever survives gets to leave. And like if you kill, then there's a trial. If no one can figure it out, everyone but the person who conducted the kill gets quote unquote punished, brutally killed via, I'm pretty sure, a bunch of guns, like firing squad style. And it's just a problem of everyone's gotta deal with it. No one's safe. And yeah, if you're caught, like, you conduct a kill and then they figure out, oh, it was you, then you must die. And you are axed. To a horrible, cruel punishment, like, let's say, let's see, one that I remember, that's not too graphic. Oh, first one that ever happens, this guy Leon, he's the ultimate baseball star or whatever, axes a person, they find out, so he's chained to, like, the center of a batting cage, and then he's just peppered by a pitching machine with 1,000+ baseballs, and you know, just blunt forced into oblivion. Like, none of the kills are very quick and painless. In fact, they just get more and more cruel and sick and sadistic. I've seen like some of their progression and I'm like, my god, who hurt these people? But yeah, I was just in that game, blood is replaced, like, instead of it being red, it is always pink. And I was just thinking like how the pentagram thingy kind of remind me of that. Wait a second. How much stuff do I have on my... Ooh, I should drop some stuff off. But yeah, that's the long and short of that game. Kinda messed up, but you know, good game. A lot of people really love that game series. I probably need to check it out one day, but yeah.
Did you know you can eat lichens? I'm going to show you 3 kinds of lichens.
I still don't know what lichens are. I probably do, but I just don't remember. Yeah, if you're curious more about Danganronpa, you can look up like the kills and stuff. I'd say the sound design is good, decently done. Tragically, if you become desensitized to horrible acts of violence, like a lot of us have, you wouldn't really bat an eye. You'd be like, ah. how tragic that they're no longer alive. Or how tragic for such an event to befall them. Indeed,
I
yes.
can convince the nice bobbies to let me fix their bridge.
Yeah, that's the, do you understand what I'm talking about, Prime, now? Or, Okay, glad you understand. I'd say it was a well-done game if I'm... There's apparently, like, an anime for, like, a season of anime or something for every game, so there's, like, 3 animes to, like, continue the story. Technically, there's another game that, like... It's... The lore is convoluted, but I'd say interesting.
Bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell.
Morning! Have you got the statue? Oh, splendid. Sarah will be thrilled. Here, I think you'll like this. You certainly know how to handle yourself, don't you? Do you think you could take care of one more delicate matter? I'll make it worth your while.
I suppose I could.
The ploughboys have been giving me trouble. Want me to pay them for not breaking anything. Normally I rely on the constable, but he thinks he might be called away tomorrow. Could you help, you know, keep the peace? I'll need you here when I open the shop in the morning.
Yeah, I can, keep the peace. We should probably run over here, like, bring... I'm trying to think of, like...
One of these days, I really ought to explore those caves.
I'm trying to think of, like, how,
It's been a hard day's night,
how to
that was.
tackle this thing, but... Also just thinking about everything we talked about so much. No, on topic of, like, the tragic desensitization, it is really too bad. I mean, like, I've looked at the modern... Like, the stuff that I nowadays won't bat an eye at, I would be horrified at back in the day. Yeah, something like that, where it's like you realize, like, things have definitely become, like, you've definitely been exposed to way too much darkness because you're like, I should be horrified. I feel nothing. I can't be the only one who's experienced that. Other things that I am tragically desensitized to. Oddly enough, I think I'm kind of desensitized to, like, mistreatment of fellow humans. Like, I'm not saying I support it, but I'm saying, like, tragically, if I was genuinely asked, I think, like, I hear about bad stuff happening to humans, and I'm like, yeah, it's Tuesday. What do you expect?
I can't keep doing
No,
this.
just like due to like the 24/7 spew of BS. As Armstrong would put it, fuck this 24/7 spew of trivia and celebrity bullshit. Fuck the news. Fuck the media.
You must take your joy in it.
Am I making sense? I want to avoid getting political while still being able to talk about anything. It's probably the close I've gotten to be getting political.
You must take your joy immediately.
Maybe just my desire to rest. Clashing with my desire to keep playing this game. Also, I wish houses were more like this still. You know? Like, houses are way too normal.
Sleep. The poor man's dinner.
Oh, you feel people misunderstand, right? Armstrong. You tell. What do you mean? I mean, I think I understand what I have an idea of what you mean. Cause I will, but I'm willing to. But I'd be down to listen.
You must take your joy immediately.
Cause yeah, I definitely say it's easy to misconstrue what construed what Armstrong is promoting and saying. Very easy to just be like, this man's insane.
You must take your joy immediately.
I'll get a kick out of the fact that I'm just running around at night just in a boiler suit just stealing from all these trash cans and post boxes being like, yeah, this is a good use of time. I'm trying and calling for the purge of the infirm or the poor. He's calling for the purge of the people who are obsessed with this, with quote, this 24/7 internet spew of trivia and celebrity bullshit. Essentially, the political epithet, apathetic. The political apathetic. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah. I remember, like, I had a conversation with someone, and they're, like, when I said, I kind of, like, vibed with, like, what Armstrong was saying. They're like, you know, I grew up poor, and he would, like, purge me, and like, no. Heck, if you remember, like, when Raiden said, you don't know what it's like to grow up poor, you didn't have to kill and steal and just survive, he's like, yeah, you did survive, that's the point. The point is that you can, like, that you know what it means to struggle and survive. You carved your own way with your own hands. Instead of, like, just letting the world tell you, this is how things are gonna go.
What's your pleasure then?
Should clear up soon, I imagine.
How can I help you?
Well, 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 Lionel. Your constable shrunk a bit, hasn't he? Who's gonna protect you now?
You best clear off. My friend's going to settle your hash.
Oh, are you?
You heard Lionel. Clear off.
You better not be here when I get back with my mates.
That was incredible. Thank you. Oh, I hope you can handle yourself as well when there's more than one of them.
I got plenty. Only 3 of you?
There's a bastard. Get him!
I knew you'd come back. Help me!
Back for more punishment, are ya?
The term he's using, the weak, means the weak-minded, the stupid people who run it, support those who run the country, the limptic lawyers and chicken shit bureaucrats. Yeah, alright, Prime. I'm following.
Get!
That was incredible. Inspiring. Oh, I can't thank you enough. Here, take this. Or you can open just about anything mechanical with this.
I'm following what you're saying, Prime, and so far I'm fully agreeing. Like, yeah, he's not really saying screw everyone. He's saying something very specific. It said weak-minded, the blatantly stuff that, you understand, he's right, needs to be taken down.
Lovely weather.
What can I do for you today?
Let me see.
Any more, Dad? Prime?
Just looking.
Anything mechanical with... They give me an electroshock and that's it? I guess it was an earlier quest, so... Yeah. Adds up.
How do you think I used to run 100 meters?
So far, I'm fully agreeing with you, Prime. Like, what are you really saying versus like what people think he's saying? I think it makes sense that considering the universe of Metal Gear, first there was the philosopher who created the Patriot, the philosophers who created the Patriots, who created the AI Patriots. All of them were sickly, stupid, nearsighted morons. Armstrong thinks America needs a purge of these people who, so that a fourth oligarchy doesn't show up. Yeah, I can see that. Armstrong really seeing like, okay, so the first people were smart and they kind of know what they're doing. Next people, alright, idiots. Surely we aren't gonna have more fools. That's more fools. I'm not liking this. And then another batch of fools, even worse fools showed up and he's like, no, you know what? I'm done waiting. I oddly enough don't want number 4 to come around where they are already screwing up twice now.
Everyone's a winner.
I'm done.
Everyone will be there.
I'm taking things into my own hands.
Can't have jam tonight.
And I like when he says we need to burn it all down, I think he generally doesn't mean like just completely wipe out America and restart as a brand new country. Like he means that we need to start going through the current like people in charge and stuff, the all the limited glorious and chicken shit bureaucrats and all that, and start finding out like who's gotta go. And he wants to just conduct an internal purge of the system. Kind of like when you have an antivirus or something, and you're just like, alright, get rid of all the bad stuff. He wants to do that. Which honestly makes a lot of sense.
Jesus. Oh my god.
I mean, heck, the people that like were following him, who didn't like share his philosophy, but like were following him, were all clearly insane. I mean, we all remember Mr. Inner Child, or as a well-known man of memes, the DNA of the soul. Would I ever elect Armstrong? I'm not sure I would, but I definitely listen to his speeches. I think he's like the epitome of like, basically what like the general goal correct, but the methodology bad, or however you would put it.
Scenic.
Like 100%, there's a problem in that world that needs to be solved. It's just that his solution is a bit less than ideal, let's say. The problem with Armstrong's ideology, in my opinion, is that while it is diametrically opposed to the philosophers and the patriots who believed humanity was incapable of self-governance, it does a lot of things just like them, allying with terrorists and using the military-industrial complex. All right, Bram, I'm hearing what you're putting down. I'm seeing it. And now I won't deny that man definitely, I mean, we saw who he was working with and we saw his plan. Asking the president to start a war? I mean, definitely a play, and one that he seemed very keen on. I may get heat for this, but if Armstrong appeared in the real world currently, I probably would, like, out of all options, if he replaced one of the, like, the head of one of the two parties, I'd probably go for him, because, I mean,
Lovely day for it.
at least he's got a brain up there. Or even better yet, I would just love to have Armstrong just placed in the middle of like one of the like a place filled with all the chicken shit bureaucrats and just like have it be like a Thunderdome type situation. Like he's not gonna have any power, but just watch him hear them. That's what makes Armstrong interesting. He's essentially polar opposite of Metal Gear's main antagonist, but he's just as violent. He's a reaction to the Patriots, not a solution. Yes, definitely he's like a reaction. I'll 100% agree there, Prime. He definitely has like a feeling of like someone who is strong, like could get things done, but due to how like scary what the
Lovely day for
Patriots had done, he had a
I don't
knee-jerk
suppose you have any
reaction.
exotic pharmaceuticals.
The old top shelf? Oh, I might. Oh, you should have seen me back in the day. I used to be the city's leading supplier of top shelf goods. Before Verloc poached my top shelf girl, I have been trying to brew a little something. I've an idea for an antidote for the fog.
That would be handy.
Thing is, I need samples. One from Amlin Village, one from the Garden District. I'd go myself, but you know how it is running a shop. Busy. Do you think you could get me some samples? Or I'd give you the recipe for me fog antidote, and, well, I do have a few bottles left on the old top shelf from back in the day. Just take this device into a patch of fog and let it go all the way through its cycle. You might want to wear a gas mask.
So I just take this fog
we're
sucker
heading to bed.
into a patch of
You're
pea
in
soup,
bed,
wait
Prime?
for it to cycle,
Well, thanks for
and
hanging
then
out,
bring blood
and-
samples back to you.
Yeah, I've been
There you go.
yawning a bit. I'll
A word
probably
to the efficient
send
is
off for
sufficient.
raid after this conversation. I don't even need to save the game really. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, Prime, and this has been a very fun conversation to have today. Let's hope that it's as fun tomorrow when we deal with the fog. Now, where to send us off to? This looks like it'll be fun enough. Small streamer do another show. Anyway, thank you all for tuning in. If you're watching this on the VOD, we'd be happy to have you here. Remember to laugh at life because it makes life a little easier. Goodbye.